The King of Cups. So when the King of Cups comes up in a reading, think about the wise, generous, genuine person. They're happy, they're devoted, they're they make the perfect counselor, advisor, or mentor. They're diplomatic and they balance between their head and their heart. So the King of Cups has a deep understanding of life and its inner psychological and spiritual meaning. He applies his intense intelligence into probing the depth of the soul. So whatever this king is involved with is his purpose, and it's always sincere. It's a water card, so you'll see rolling waves, and the card indicates the emotional powers that this king has stirring him into his actions. So his actions are meaningful. And his position in life may be one on a creative side, so creative field or the arts, medicine, law, counseling, and business are all major areas of interest. His resourcefulness and moral courage motivate him with emotional energy and purpose to feel strongly about the beliefs in which he becomes involved. So his life is what he believes in. And he possesses powerful subconscious powers of intuition, imagination, and creativity. So this male also has the ability to connect to intuition. They're intuitive and they're spiritual. On first encounter with this king, you may not realize the intensity behind his passionate, yet well-controlled, quiet, and intellectual self-presentation. But as you come to know him further, his deep feelings and profound caring become evident. He actually feels genuine concern for people, cares about his loved ones, and social conditions. This part of his character emerges gradually, and people's admiration for him becomes his greatest respect. Responsible and caring, genuine and compassionate, he's like a treasure recovered from the depth of his element, the sea. He enjoys art, artistical and philosophical and psychological and scientific pursuits. This person can also be a legal or medical advisor, or as I mentioned before, a counselor. So when the King of Cups comes in, it shows that there is generosity, control, and emotional balance. And if you take a look at the amulet that the king is wearing, it's shaped as a fish. And the fish in his necklace represents his creativity and the spirit within that creativity, which thrives on calm waters around him. So we can see from the background that there's a steady balance between the conscious and the unconscious. He's working with both minds. It also represents that we have to not suppress our impulses, but learn to deal with them in a balanced manner. So this card represents the fish jumping out of the ocean on the right side and the ship on the left. So that is the emotional and material worlds, and that we have to act in a balanced manner. So it represents balance between the intellect and emotions, and that he carries a strong relationship between understanding and feelings. In a relationship reading, it represents using head and heart and being in love, but you also have a compassionate, calming partner. So they're calming. When the King of Cups comes up in a career reading, then it represents balancing emotional, practical, and logical needs, as well as wisdom that leads to your career and the respect and admiration that you are on. As far as finances, it represents financial stability and being realistic but hopeful about your finances. So I love the King of Cups. It does signal a level of financial stability, but it also represents making the correct decisions. So if you find yourself making some large purchases or investments and this card comes up, then it should be a reminder that this is also a satisfying emotional need.